We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're the
team.
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
In the block.
I can't wait to get the minutes because they said the DA, whatever you call them, said that you put them people life in danger by lying on them, saying that they cooperating and working and communicating with the federal government. And we go on record today that we have never had any communication with WAC 100 or 600. Period. We go on record. So when they go on record like that, they not gonna do that and lie because then the defense could use that against them. And like you told the world that, and 2 days later, a grid worker, they put the picture up, put free Big U.
This was said in court?
Yeah, free Big U and kill 600, based upon what you said on that live that you was turning yourself in on. Yeah, they said that shit.
Oh, that was said at court. Oh shit, bro. I knew them
Yeah,
videos was gonna come back. Bro.
yeah. 'Cause they're saying that he has the power to persuade, even when lying.
So this is used to basically so he can't get a bond.
Yep, yeah, he did it to himself.
Well, he did that
The
whenever he
crazy
took
part
off.
about it is, I'm catching the flack because this nigga keep mentioning my name.
Oh, yep. Well, I mean, nigga just can read paperwork, bro. It ain't really that deep. This you can know that ain't nothing really came from your side. I mean, y'all just talking, bro. He ain't need no help to get caught, nigga. He did all that on his own, bro. That's as real as it gets. Anything nigga got with you, that's just some trying to get your last clap back at whack because you know you ain't gonna be able to talk. So he just trying to get his last shit off on you real quick before, because he knows shit. Once he gone, nigga, it's only you. Because he ain't gonna be able to say shit up in where he at. Bro, they give bro 30 years, dog. He ain't coming home.
Nah, 30 years put him out at 24, 69, 59, 69, 79, 80, be 83.
Yeah, bro. I mean, might make it home, but shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not make it home just to die. Mm.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, but yeah, that'd be nuts.
Yeah, bro. That's why that shit don't make no sense. It is. That's why, shit, you know, you don't do crimes around niggas that age, bro, because shit, nigga get caught up. I can't see a nigga standing that tall.
I'm gonna be real. I'll listen. It's over there on pins and needles because they know he know everything.
I keep saying, bro, if everything be saying about that shit, like what all of the niggas was talking about serial numbers and all that, I don't know how true it is, but all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? If that's real, fool, shit, well, get prepared for the storm. Boys better have their passports already be gone.
All that. All the cold cases he know about. So, Ghost, you read that damn work? You know 600 went up in that courtroom today.
Yeah, I seen he dropped the video, said he went in there, mom.
Oh, no, he was in there. I was talking to him in the hallway where the family tried to get at him.
The family tried to get at him?
Hell yeah. Oh, I'm gonna send you this kind. This shit is funny as a motherfucker. This shit hilarious.
But even that don't help.
Did they get that nigga bond or not?
Yeah, did that, bro. It got ugly in there for him.
What happened?
It got ugly, so they come in there and ask for the bond. The people go over. He ran. Him and the whole family left the house. Boom, 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 all this shit. Then they go over, they say he's a threat to witness 2, which is the producer with Marley. That's Marley Marl. We feel he's a threat to witness 2, and we got an obligation to protect him. He said, and the day he was turning himself in, he took it upon himself to put WAC 100 and 600's life in danger by telling an outright lie saying they're working with the federal government. said, we go on record to say that we have no dealings, no conversations, haven't had any dealings with neither one of these people. 2 days after he said this, one of his grid worker employees, they put the picture up on the grid hat on, went on Instagram and said, free Big U and kill 600. Right? They then went to say that, he said they then went to say that he's continuing to try to extort from prison, try to manipulate celebrities, and apply pressure from prison. And then his attorney got up and said, well, it's really not no serious offenses he's being charged with. And they said, oh no, by the way, we definitely will be charging the murder under the federal statute. It will be submitted.
Ooh, that's nasty work for that, man. That's nasty work for old Big U, man. Let me ask you this though. So they coming out saying Molly Ma is a witness now.
Definitely, yeah. When I heard Platinum, what is that? Platinum producer,
Yeah.
I called him and sent him to work. So I asked him, I said, what's going on with it? He said, Wack, you know I wasn't with dude no more at all. I said, yeah, I knew that. He said, after the loose cannon shit stopped him. He said, I was going at the Aria. I had no idea this dude came to my house. I have no idea the little rapper dude was at his house. He said, I'd never seen the rapper until Instagram a month or two ago. Right? He said, I had no idea none of this shit was going on. I'm at the Aria. He says, when I get back the next day, not that night, my security tells me that he got a call that we need to be somewhere else. Right? So I jump in the car and we leave. He said, so I go see my parole officer, take a piss test. Cool. Said, usually I come back in 30 days. He said 2 days later, they tell me to come back to the office. I'm thinking I'm finna go to jail for some other shit. I walk in, he says 2 federal agents in there. I'm looking like, what's going on? They said, listen, we know you wasn't there. We just want to see if you gonna lie to us. So they said, well, did you talk to your security? He said, yes, I did. Did security tell you what happened? They said, yeah. He said he pulled up and pulled his firearm on him because we wasn't expecting it. He said, well, can anybody just come to the studio and they want? He said, no, they can't. He said, well, why did he do it? He said, he got to ask him. He said, well, why didn't you deny him? Are you scared of him? I mean, he said, I told him he's the type of guy you don't want to deny. Right? He said, whatever else is going on, I don't know the kid, I don't know this. I don't know. I've never seen him. I didn't see none of them in the times they were out here. I just heard about they came and left. So he told me.
So basically, the Rayshawn Williams hit happened after the loose cannon shit happened.
Yeah.
Or before?
No, after.
Okay.
Yeah, he said that happened after.
But that's where I'm getting lost at, right? If Molly Marl saying he went with Big U after the loose cannon, how was he letting Big U use his studio and shit?
He wasn't. He didn't know he was there. He didn't even know the kid was there.
Basically, the nigga bogarted his shit.
Yeah, he said, Wack, I left. He said, I brought come in town. I take her to the Aria because I don't really know her like that. I don't want to bring her to the crib. He like, I'm on the strip. I plan on being on the strip for a couple days. You know what I'm saying? He like, I have no idea this kid is in my studio, was at my studio. Well, actually, I think they went and, did they pick him up and bring him over there? They might have picked him up and brought him over. He was oblivious to Big U coming over there. That's why his security guard drew down on him, because they wasn't expecting nobody. If you read the paperwork, when they pulled up, the security guard drew down. Because where Marty Marl lives, like in the cut, like cut. In the back there, you know what I'm saying? So he like, bro, he said, I'm going to tell you what I did. All the questions they already knew the answers to, I answered them. Did you know he came by your house? Yes, I did. Was you expecting him? No, I wasn't. Who told you? My security. Did he tell you what happened with him? He said he pulled his gun because we wasn't expecting him. Did he tell you about them giving him money to go buy a DVR? Yes, he did. He said, I just answered all the questions they already had. His whole disposition, and I'm gonna be real. I told him too. He said, Wack, I don't with you. Why would you bring this shit to my doorstep?
Yeah, big you ain't no smart man.
He like, why would you bring this shit to my doorstep, bro? Why would you have me under scrutiny of the feds for murder, bro? And then if you do some shit, right? Why you return back to my house if that's what you did?
I hear that right, Wack? They officially charging him with the murder?
Yeah, 600 said because his attorney said, well, he really doesn't have any real violent offenses. He got this, that. They said, oh no, we will be charging him with the murder up under the federal statute.
There you go. Wow. That's breaking news right there.
Yeah, he said the wife was a little upset that he was there. All of them was. The sister, all of them was.
600 got the live content.
It was there right there. They said, what you doing here? He said, I'm here to support the same thing you doing here.
Who asked him that?
The sister. I think the sister did. Well, he was there. He was there like an hour in the hallway with everybody. And he said that the shit went on for like an hour. It's all right.
Big, you gonna have to go ahead and take a plea deal, man.
I mean, if they gonna offer him one.
Yeah, you right about that. And then you know what? He really just gotta fight this shit, bro. It's so much against him. It's like, if they did offer him one, that shit ain't gonna be nothing in his favor. He might as well fight that shit. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you, Wack. Did he have a paid attorney or he had a public defender?
He had 600. I know.
Because I know last time we was checking, he was still represented by a public defender.
Let me look that up. Because if he got one, it's got to be entered on our record. So,
right.
It's got to be in there, Ghost. Let me look.
Yo, that's wild if that nigga got a public defender right now, Ghost.
You seen that 100,000 for the athletes, right? For the lawyer.
You seen what he said, though. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a public defender still, because when he was going in, he said a message to his friends. He said, if y'all gonna help me, help me. If not, it is what it is. That statement right there was saying to his friends, please lend me some money for a lawyer. Because we know he ain't got the money for the lawyer. Look, the feds got his accounts tied up. We know that it just got cash sitting around in his backyard. And if he did have it sitting in his backyard, the feds raided all them spots. They would have had that shit already. So that nigga ain't got no money for no attorney unless his son gonna pay it. And the feds might be pressing his son right now, like, nigga, if you give your dad any money for this attorney, nigga, we gonna bring you in on this shit for some money laundering type shit. The feds play games like that, bro.
They say he had a paid attorney, but he said he was a dump truck. Yep. So 600 finna send me a video clip. He said we could play this, and then when we done, he'll come in the room and tell everything that went on up in there. Let's see what 600.
If I don't, who will?
So with it, I really don't know where to start, but if you look at the indictment, Big U paperwork, it showed his court date would be today at 9:30, and I really forgot. Like, I've been having so much going on. So what I do is I get a reminder. So I detour. I stop the workout and all that. I said, oh no, we got to be there. Let me go get everything. You feel me? Let's go. We're going there. You feel me? So I get there like 8 o'clock early, and I post a video on Instagram. Up here early by myself. We gonna be here, and like I told everybody, we're gonna be there at court date. But I want to see who's gonna show up And, just see what dudes, that the energy be like in person. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm by myself, I'm going to show up. Ain't no, you ain't going and all that. We all been to court before. Nigga, all type of things happen at court. It been fights at court and all that. So let's just see what this energy is at when we and these people in presence. You feel me? So, bam, we get there. You feel me? I'm early. And they start a little late. And so we in the hall. We're all in the hallway. You feel me? And some lady, I'm not going to say her name, is there supporting the dude. And she's like, come up to me, want to talk to me, and you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I doing here? I'm like, I'm just here supporting. You know what I'm saying? You've been disrespectful. That's disrespectful to who? How? You've been, okay, what did I say that was disrespectful? She couldn't tell me. She said, oh, you recording me? Well, look, I'm a switch for you. So she want to turn around and do like, and she want to model for me. Mind you, this is someone's mother. You feel me? So she says, I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna switch for you. So she wanna show her little booty, you feel me? And show off
Hold on.
to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, do your son, who's my age, know what you're doing? Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I really hate to talk about the mama. Because, I had a mother, she's not here. I know how emotional women be. So I'm not going to really go in on her as I should. I got all right to. She physically went in on me. But I'm going to give her a pass because she's emotional for whatever reason. I don't know why she's emotional. It just is what you've been dealing with forever. But we're going to leave her out of it. Just say this, man. So we're going to talk about the court after. So we're going to talk about what happened in the court after. So as we all leaving the court, mine just like 30 of them. It's one of me. You feel me? Elevator getting crashed. We all going to get up in this elevator. We all in here. It's packed, jam-packed. So once again, I'm going to be respectful because women are emotional. The woman gets up on me, bumped me against the wall. You happy? You happy now? I'm looking around like, bro, like, what's she doing, man? You feel me? Like, please get her, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And, her people came in between us to calm her down. And I was ultimately respectful because anybody else, if you touch me, I got the right to touch you. But I was just overly respectful for emotional black women. You know what I mean? So I didn't say nothing. I didn't react. And I had 2 occasions, you feel me? Oh, hold on. Before the court even started, before anyone got there, I'm sitting on the bench by myself. The same one who I'm trying to be respectful to came and sat next to me, almost knocked me off the chair. Bumped me. I'm going to sit next to you. I'm like, huh? Why the physical contact? So when I get up and get on my phone, the same person who's seen us in the elevator who got between us, he said, can I sit right here? She said, no, that's his seat. I'm like, so he probably went like, what's going on? Like, what you mean his seat? I got up. I don't want no physical, you know what I'm saying, altercations with no women, you know what I'm saying, in a federal building, right? So mind you, all that's going on, right? So we're in the elevator, we're in the right. It's a little bit of like tension popping in. So I'm like, oh, no. Let everybody else out this elevator. Let's close the door and let's holler. We're going to holler about right here, right now. I'll push number 6. Let's go back up. Let's holler. The same person who got in front of the woman, he like, nah. Okay, so let's go outside and holler. So mind you, my mind, I done been in courts in fights in court before. So I'm thinking we just wording this up right. It's all, you see me scratch or blemish or something? Because these dudes be popping it about me. Mind you, I'm at the same place I'm at for 2 years. Then you know his mama, or you know what they're saying? You happy now? You happy because you got denied bail, right? I've been doing the same thing before he got denied as I was doing after he got denied. I'm in the same places, same restaurants. I live in the same place, drive the same cars for the last 2 years that this dude been on the streets. So me being happy about him being denied or in jail has nothing to do with my reality. I do the same thing with the without that dude in jail on the streets. Ain't nothing changed. Some of y'all might just got found my page, but ain't nothing. Go look back 2 years ago, 3 years ago. We're doing the same thing, same place. So now let's get into what happened in the court. So, mind you, I'm the first person to walk in the door. I'm at the door, 11 o'clock sharp. I pull the door. He's like, no, I'll let you know when you're in. I'm like, damn, okay. So they're like 5 minutes late. He finally let us in. I'll make sure everyone's phone's off. Oh, no, phone's off. Take out my earpiece now. I'm the first one to walk through. I could see him through the glass. He's sitting right there. I'm the first one to walk in. I said, oh, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey, what's up, man? You know what I mean? He look at me, look away. Buster, scary. Don't even want my guy. He's scared, right? So I go in. I'm front row. We gonna see what's going on. Cause see, these other minute orders been sealed, bro. So a lot of stuff goes on they don't want people to see. For whatever reason, no. You feel me? Anyway, let's talk about his lawyer. So his lawyer, no, first I believe it's a prosecutor, yeah, whatever. They run a whole list of why he should get denied, right? So when it's his lawyer's time to speak, his lawyer has a problem standing up. So he said, oh, let me get up for a second. Okay, get up. He stands up. And he tells the judge, give me a second, let me get over here. I guess he was some type of injury, health problem, whatever it may be. But he was standing up already past Big U to go to the podium to speak how the DA was stern and be able to speak. You know what his lawyer did? No. The judge gave him an opportunity to sit down. He said, you know what? You can present from right there. He said, I guess. And sat down. Right there, when I seen that, I said, this lawyer is not even trying to get this dude out. If that had been me, I was able to stand up, I would have walked to that podium and presented my case and defended my client with everything I got. That dude sat down next to Big U and was pleading his case. And the other dude stood up. Mind you, they got the thing, they got the speaker. Everything he's saying is loud and clear. He's able to look at the judge right in his face and stand up. This lawyer, oh man, bless his heart. But, so let's get to the meet and greet, right? The lawyer didn't have anything to stand on. His only key bullet point thing to stand on was that Big U surrendered. That's all he had to say good about it. So as we going through this thing, right? You know, the prosecutor said what he say. He get to speak. He get to speak. So the prosecutor said, I don't know if it's DA prosecutor. Please correct me on that. He like, not only when he turned himself in, he fled. He already fled, so you can't say turn himself in. They played the video of him mentioning Wack 100 and 600. He said that 600 was with the FBI when they raided his house. He said that 600 and Wack 100 are working with the FBI. You know what the district attorney prosecutor said? He said that those are lies and that those people have never spoken with the FBI. Okay? That's what he said. So they used what he said against us, against him. So he said, by him saying that 600 and Wack 100 are working with the FBI, he said everyone knows if people in the streets are working with law enforcement, that puts a target on their back. They said that he used that as smoke signals to put threats on our lives. This is what the DA says, right? So then they pull up a next clip. They show a screenshot of a guy who works for Developing Options. You know what it said? It said, free Big U, kill 600, and keep the rest. They put his screenshot up. You know what they said? This guy's an employee that was just seen a few days prior with Big U in the cart on Crenshaw and Slauson with a Developing Options hat who just got hired for him a month prior. So they're using all this stuff against him. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff came up. They also said that when they raided his house, they were told that it was a firearm in the house. They asked the father, he wasn't there. The father said, it should be in there, but it's not there. You know, Pop's like, man, I'm 80 years old, bro. I'm not going to jail for that shit. I'm gonna get in there. It should be there. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said, man. You know what I'm saying? So, with all that stuff, right? So they also, he's definitely being charged with the murder. Y'all remember my video I said a few weeks ago, he's not being charged with one indictment? So that was one of the arguments that Big U's lawyer said. Big U's lawyer said that all this stuff about a murder, there's no police reports, he hasn't been charged with it. Mind you, the DA over there in the cut like, I'm gonna let you finish. As soon as he finished, you have anything else to say? He comes up and says, no, actually he is being charged with the murder. I said, ooh, Big U's being charged with the murder? So then they start talking about the murder. They said that the first time they contacted Big U's family about the murder of Rayshawn Williams, He wasn't even a suspect. They only contacted them to see what they knew about him. And Big U wasn't there. The wife was there. They said the wife called from the mother's phone, called Big U, and said, "Hey, they came asking about Rayshawn." They got all that. He wasn't even a suspect. They said that made him guilty. That made him a suspect right there. So then they got the guys telling on him, 50 witnesses telling on him. They got suspects that are going to come and testify in court. The dude is cooked. Denied bail. You know, I'm gonna have to do another video. It's so much stuff that they said. It was almost 2 hours, and I took a mental note of everything. I wasn't able to record. I really wanted to get everything, but just some of the key points I gave y'all. Dude is cooked. Another thing the lawyer said was these people were here to put up their property to bail him out, and you know he should be fighting this from home. You know he's not a threat. He's not a flight risk. Everything he said, they debunked it. He said no, he is a flight risk because he already fled. They said he just wants a second chance. They said no, he has a second chance. You know what they did? They ran off all these charges previously. He'd been arrested for murder. All these charges. They said he's had a second chance. They said something like this is the paradigm of that something. I don't know the definition of all that, but they said that. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So, you know, so then the lawyer said, if for whatever reason, you know, and they arguing the fact that let's put them on strict monitoring, no people contact, you know, ankle monitor, such and such and such. And these people are putting up their properties, and if anything was to happen, he'd never get out of jail. Why would you say that? Like, you already admitting to him and never get out of jail. Like, that lawyer is a dump truck. I'm just being real with you, bro. Like, me, let me give y'all some game. If I was Big U's lawyer, he never argued. And I just came up with this, thinking about this right now. I would have said, listen, Your Honor, my client is 58 years old. He'll be 59. He's in bad shape. He's over 300 pounds. He has knee problems, health problems. He's not in any position to flee. You know, everything you have, he hasn't been convicted. He just want to fight at home. Your presentation is everything. It's not about what you say, it's how you say it. And I would have stood my ass up on that podium and presented this and said, look how many people he has here to support him. That lawyer didn't do none of that. He didn't bring up the people in the audience. He didn't have a stern look at he's sitting down lounging next to his client. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, bro. I wouldn't have hired that dude, but that's part one of what's going on. He's been denied bail. Oh, so did I talk about how tough these guys be talking when they see me? It ain't like that. I don't know.
So there that go. Let's get 600 in there. See if he can.
Yeah, that was something different.
Yeah, he definitely went in there.
Right there.
Definitely said a lot too.
600 coming in.
Yeah.
Eddie Boy might be down there. Put him up.
Eddie Boy, okay.
Yeah, Eddie
I
Boy
just
got
sent
ran
Eddie
off.
Boy an invite.
Yeah,
Okay.
Eddie Boy got ran off. They caught Eddie Boy in the parking lot, and they ran him off. They ran him up out of there.
Who ran him up
Yeah,
out
I
of
heard
there?
about that one.
Yeah, they ran Eddie Boy up out of there, man.
What's up, Go?
What up,
My
team?
They
nigga
ran
Mikey,
him.
My
what it do?
brother.
Hey, Wack, who ran him up out of there? The feds or the 6-0?
Nah, it was
What it do?
it was two niggas in the 5th grade, bro. They did school. Pulled up on Eddie Boy ass, my nigga. Them niggas on the mini bike.
God
They
damn.
pulled up on Eddie Boy. Told him, what you doing over here?
And Eddie Boy bowed down like that?
Yeah, Eddie Boy got up out of there, left 600 there by himself, man. Yeah, oh Eddie Boy, man. Let them two niggas pull up on him in a mini bike.
I bet you what Eddie Boy said. All right, man, y'all got it, my brothers. Y'all got it, brothers.
What's the deal, man?
Man, we just listened to that damn thing, and I see you kind of ran through it. I told him Eddie Boy pulled up, but two 5th graders did school, pulled up on him on a mini bike, ran him up out of there.
They got him up out of there. Eddie Boy had something to do.
He came back, he doubled back, but yo, so what was their response? What was his response or his reaction?
I mean, basically, he walked in there. Well, I didn't see him walk in because he was already in. I could see him through the glass. But you know, he shaved his head. He wasn't looking like Lewis Cannon with a whole white head. You know, he had a little bit of he had his little white beard on, all white on, and he wasn't really trying to make eye contact, and I was kind of like sitting behind him. So when you walk in, I go to the front row, and then I go all the way to the right. So I'm kind of like facing like behind him a little bit. But
Yeah.
you know, he telling his lawyer what he telling him, reaching around. You can see he trying to look back and see who showed up and this, that, and the other. And like I say, it was a lot of people that showed up. It had maybe about 30 people show up for him. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he seemed like he was comfortable. But he been in there 3-4 weeks now. You know what I mean? So he didn't seem like he was stressed out. But he said he was stressed out. I don't know what he was doing, if he was crying or had his head down or what. Like I'm behind him. The judge said, "Mr. Henry, you okay?" He said, "I'm just stressed out." That was his words. So, but I couldn't see his facial expressions because I was behind him.
Wait, he told the judge he's stressed out?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, well, shit. Hey, that's understandable.
Right. So,
That's
but like I
understandable.
say, they used all that stuff against him, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like they trying to say he in the flight risk. They said, bro, you already fled. They said, his phone they've been tracking him on 2 phones. They said only two times in his whole investigation in 5 years that both phones were off at the same time. The one time they were both off is when Rashawn got murdered, and the second time they were both off is when they made the raid and he was gone. They said that was the only 2 times that his phone, both of them, was off at the same time. Yeah, that was crazy.
So when they say he fled, like,
Because I don't know if they're insinuating that he knew that they was coming or something, but that's why I wish I had everything in it because I'm trying to remember everything. It went on for 2 hours. I can't remember word for word, but it was something as if that he knew they were coming, and he was gone, and he reached out to a lawyer and was consulted by a lawyer to turn himself in, and he said he'd be on his way back to Los Angeles. He was kind of far out. So they said he already fled knowing that they were coming to his house at 6 in the morning. They did the raid at 6. So when I got there at 7, they was already there for an hour.
oh.
Yeah.
Oh
So you
wow.
don't think it was a coincidence that he had just left that night? Or because everybody had left?
Well, that's the thing. They said that they had pretty much on everybody, and it was only him and one other guy that they didn't have. And the other guy turned himself in that same day too. But they just trying to, they were saying that he knew something was coming because he fled. They was there at 7. He didn't turn himself in later on that day. 6, they was there at 6. He said they hit at 6 o'clock, 6 a.m.
But they don't got nothing that they can substantiate that he fled other than just him being gone.
Right. But him being gone and obstruction of evidence with the phones. That was another thing his lawyer said. His lawyer said, you saying obstruction with evidence with the phone, but I've lost my phone a few times. You lost your phone. I'm sure you lost your phone, Judge, and maybe your charger here and there. The judge look at that dude like, what you talking about? Like that judge, like dude come in, nice, smile in your face, and listen to all your bullshit, and that nigga shot his ass down with everything he said. He said, huh? Like you really sitting here with this your game and tell me I lost my phone before, huh? Like that judge was a dump truck, man. But that shit was crazy, bro. Like he really they treated that bail hearing like a trial. I think that was the wrong approach, bro. You feel me? Like, cause they forced them to bring up all these reasons why he cannot be let out. They said that he's a threat to the community. They also said that one of the victims who's gonna come and testify in court said that, how can you protect me if you can't even arrest him? That's what they said in court. So whoever's testifying against him as a victim said that, how can you assure my safety when you can't even arrest him? So they're saying that he's a threat to people. Their whole argument is that he's a threat to people, manipulator, and he uses violence and threats, stuff like that. It was they painted the picture on him to where you gotta have Johnny Cochran. Not no nigga with no wrinkle suit who wouldn't even stand up and approach the judge, bro. Dude sat his ass down with a wrinkle suit on, was lounging, and gotta look back and forth. The DA
The
dude,
victim.
prosecutor,
You
ever?
said a victim?
Yeah.
That
Whoever.
means we only got the 2 victims is Dale and DC.
Well, somebody said that, how can you assure my safety if you can't even arrest them?
Oh, maybe another witness or something, huh?
Yeah.
So him trying to troll us with that bullshit got him in trouble.
Got him in trouble, bro. They used all that against him. They said that he's using. He said that everybody knows if you say people on the streets are working with law enforcement, you're putting a target on their back. They said that was a smokescreen message for somebody to do something to us. They brought up the person who worked for him, showed a screenshot. I got the screenshot too. I had it for my own personal, just so I could have it. And they had the exact same screenshot of dude saying, "Kill 600, free Big U." They posted that on the screen and showed everybody. Said this is what his message did. His secret message he shot out there to put hits on these people. And this is his people who works for Development Options, who was just seen with him a week prior in a cart with a Development Option hat on, who just got hired by Development Options, posted this in reaction to the order that Big U said that y'all should go get Wack 100, 600. They work for the FBI. That's crazy. Everything is documented. All the money laundering,
Exactly.
the tax fraud is documented. They said that he received a wire for $20,000 to Development Options account, and the next day, $19,000 was transferred to his personal account,
So,
and didn't pay any employees. Like they got all that documented.
so
Exactly.
600. Was it
Yeah.
anything that his lawyer said that was positive? That was something that was like, oh, okay, that might help. Was there anything that his lawyer was given that would have released him? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be real. The only thing that he was saying was that my client turned himself in. He's trying to say that he's not a flight risk because he turned himself in. The judge said that he already fled and he obstructed the evidence. They said that they obstructed evidence with Airbnb cameras out there in Vegas for the murder. Like they said, he can't be trusted. Not only he's a threat. Like if you read the paperwork, it says that he's using. What's that right here? I was just reading it. Recent examples of defendants' acts of threat or threats of violence, the murder of RW, you know what I'm saying? And it goes down to the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Robbery, extortion. Like, the only thing that he was saying is that he turned himself in. And you know what the judge said? He said, yes, you did turn yourself in, and that's a good gesture. Like, but you ain't getting no points for that, bro. Like, the judge referred everything back to the indictment. Just like the lawyers tried to say, well, my client just wants a second chance. They say you already was given a second chance. And you violate that when what's in the indictment. You was already given a second chance. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's a waste of money. Definitely waste of money on that lawyer, because he can't help him. I'm sure you heard the video where I just said,
Yeah.
Howard, at least, like, you ain't even use basic stuff. Like, you basically took the trial to the the detention hearing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
you shot your shot, man.
what was the tone of the other people like that was there to support him?
Oh,
Did you
just
hear a big sigh after they denied
yeah,
him?
yeah, just annoying, like, women making little noises, emotional women mad at the world. Look, he wanted to get all the content, and he did, like, just, you can hear all the little gestures, they focused on me. They ain't there to support him. They all worry about me, looking at me and making some noises to me, like weird shit. Like, I was surprised that his sister talking about, yeah, record me switching, like, I'm not even attracted to you, lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know your son. Like, do he know you doing this? Like, that's embarrassing.
Right.
Like, they was all focused on me. They wasn't even, it's like they wasn't there to help him. I'm like, y'all worry about the wrong shit. They must watch all my videos. The mama come over there trying to bump me more than once. Then she sat next to me. I'm like, damn, y'all must watch all my videos. She said, you said something. I said, what did I say disrespectful?
So you were saying you were saying like his mom and sisters and stuff was concerned with you the whole time today in the courtroom.
That's all they was doing. Looking at
So
me, making gestures at me.
yeah, not paying no attention to Big U at all.
Yeah, they ain't worry about him.
And
Hey,
you
but
said
State,
who
what his
assaulted
wife say
you?
to you though? What his wife say to you?
His wife said, I'm going to sit next to you, and sat next to me, bumped me, almost knocked me off the bench. That was the first time I seen him.
Dang.
Did you have a relationship with his wife? Like, was y'all cool? Because I know you was close to Big U at one time.
I mean,
Was you and
we
his
was
wife
cool. I had her number before. I spoke to her before. I spoke to her a few times. You know, see, we had each other's number. I still got a number in my phone. If she got the same number, I mean, I never had a problem. But like I said, she emotionally gonna take her husband's side, and
And I
I still feel I ain't done
understand.
nothing wrong.
So as she's coming at you, Like, what's going through your head? Like, are you like, do I want to go ahead and get this shit out the way, slap the hell out of one of y'all,
No,
or am
no,
I
no,
just gonna
no.
sit
See,
there and
see,
just
see
let
me.
y'all act crazy?
See
Like,
that type of shit right there. I'm a different type of individual. Like, even if she would have slapped me, I wouldn't even react it, bro. Like, I done had women throw stuff at me, slap me, hit me, and I keep my calm. Like, I'm just that type of stuff don't bother me. You feel me? So she did it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody with all right could have defended themselves against her.
I was in and out on the audio a little bit. You said something about y'all was in the elevator, and I
So
guess you took that as a time like, if y'all want to confront me, let's get it on.
no,
Like,
no,
what
no.
what happened there?
It was more like this. We all leaving. And we gonna go sit in the elevator. I'm not gonna sit until everybody leave, and I don't care what y'all got going. If we leaving, we leaving. Y'all not stopping nothing I got going on. So we all gonna get in this elevator. Let's go. Come on. So I'm the first one in. I'm in the back of the elevator. The wife walk in second, and 20 more people coming after her. She bumps me, bro. Like, knocks me into the wall and starts nudging me, squeezing me into the wall. Like, yeah, you happy? You happy now? I'm like, what's wrong with her? Like, why are you touching me? So her son comes, looks at her crazy, and steps in between me and her, like, chill out. Like I told you, I have all right to defend myself. You attacking me now. We on camera,
Exactly.
so like, so but like I said, that stuff don't really bother me. Like, you gotta really, really do something to really threaten me to get something, do something to you. You feel me? Like, cause I'm a thinker. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not really even really tripping that shit. That shit don't bother me. You feel me? So, but it's just like, if I was a weirdo, oh yeah, I'm pressing charges. Yeah, she assaulted me twice. I'm threatened. I'm here by myself, the family. It's all, it's all on camera. So, but she's not even thinking about that. You feel me? She got kids in the family. You know what I'm saying? And she's risking her freedom for some stupid shit. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, people have to really, really get out of that emotional and figure out the real life. You feel me? Like, you can't let emotion be your life. She's worried about that in the criminal his whole life. So she's hurt, mad about that, risking her freedom now, and the criminal since she knew the nigga. He's a jailbird, bro. He been in jail his life. So, but that's what we're dealing with out here, man.
Was media there? 600.
I didn't see no media. Nah, I didn't see no media. I saw one guy sitting next to me, an older white guy, and he wrote everything down. I should have got his number. He had his pen pad and all that, writing everything down. And, you can write, you just can't record stuff. You can write
It
everything down.
seemed like all the media coverage that it got when it first happened, they would be trying to update it.
I mean, there was people there, who knows? You know what I'm saying? But it definitely wasn't no
Right.
camera. Definitely wasn't no people who looked like media. It definitely wasn't nothing like that. You feel what I'm saying?
So
Now, how many?
600, is there anything that you can think of? I know you was like, man, I gotta sit, I need to think about it. Is there anything else that you could think of that is like a revelation to anyone? Like, is there anything where you was like, ooh, okay. We heard the info about, the threat to you and Wack and how they used that to play out or deny his bond. Is there anything else that you can give us? Like, any other information that you heard that was like kind of new?
I think I pretty much covered everything I remember. Just the key points. I tried to make sure I remember that he is being charged with the murder. And, he wasn't even a suspect. They was only reaching out to family members and people who knew Ray Sean to see what was up with him. And it triggered them when she called from the mother's phone to Big U's wired, hot-ass phone. And said, hey, they came over asking about Ray Sean. You know what I'm
The
saying? So,
indication that they may be looking at her too?
I mean, and they said, see, this is why I keep talking, certain things come up. They also said that they planted a bug in one of these stores somewhere and got him talking about the murder, and to witnesses about talking about the murder, other people too. Yeah, they got a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? They turned this shit into trial presentation type shit. Like, they like, gonna make sure you get denied this bail. Got so much shit on you. Now you ain't gonna win this case. You damn sure ain't get no bail. You ain't got nothing to stand on. They got him dead bang, man. They got they naming witnesses and shit, like people who gonna come testify. Like, got 43 counts, and he's being charged with the murder. The murder wasn't even in the original 43 count indictment. Now he's being charged with the murder. So, that's world of trouble, man. World of trouble, man.
How many? I'm gonna beat that 600 ass when I catch him. Niggas, you see them.
What is the thing, bro? I was up there 2 hours early to know I'm gonna be here. So there ain't no excuse where 600 be at and where, no, I'm gonna let know I'm up here. Because usually in LA court, they be squabbles and all kind of shit. So let's just see who really tough and who gonna be here. Because I'm by myself. What's happening? What we doing? I don't want to hear nothing about going to jail. Because when I was in the streets, ready to die and go to jail. So I don't want to hear nothing about that. You gonna go to jail anywhere in LA. It's cameras everywhere. So whatever you want to do, let's just do it. So with that being said, y'all got a 2-hour head start. I'm up here at 8:30. Made my video at 8:30. Y'all got 3 hours to get here. They on there popping. Oh, you gonna be up there? I'm gonna come up. Okay, well, I'm here, bro. Like y'all saying this, but I'm here. So when we get there, it's no squabbling. It ain't no I need that. It ain't no let's do this. It ain't no nothing. It's just like, oh, well, like I said, I know we living like that. I've been telling y'all this for the last 3 years. Ain't really like that. I've been showing y'all this, going all over the planet by myself. Ain't really living like that. I've been showing y'all, but now y'all starting to see it be popping, man. It be popping, man. So yeah, I mean, you know where I'm at. You know, every day. I don't know where these dudes be at, bro. You feel me? But they be popping it, man. They be popping it. But you know, bless their heart, man. You know, bless their heart. They're not really like that.
I guess shout out to all they couldn't borrow their old lady car to pull up.
Popping it, man. You living with their mama, man. Nigga, listen, man. I put in my lyrics on one of my new songs. I said, hey, man, if you got bars on your window, man, we on a different level. You still got bars on your window, man.
Hell no.
I'll read them be sweating these dudes because they don't want to die, bro. Like I said, when I was in the streets, bro, we ready to die. Like it's sad that the mentality is, you see certain people saying it. I don't care if I die. I don't care if I go to jail. That's the unfortunate reality of gangbangers in South Central LA and all over, bro. You know, so when you see these dudes, they scared to go die and go to jail, then they're not like that. You know, they're not really like that. You go to jail. But yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, dude in world of trouble. You know, we'll be at all the court dates. You know, I don't know. Look, you know why this whole thing started? This fool tells his people, you almost 600, none of my court dates. We gonna be there for something. You talking about? You don't want me at your court date? Get your buster ass up out of here. You can't stop nothing. He's a buster. You ain't living like that, bro. I see he be having all these little busters food, bro. He keep a lot of busters. Like he attracts little minion type busters. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, if he had real ones around him, bro, it wouldn't be no 600 running around, bro. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. And I'm gonna be real with you. If he still has 600 around him, it wouldn't be no 600 out here popping it. Would have pulled up at whatever beach you be at, popping up. What's up, bro? What's up with you? Would pull it up. But see, he keep these little busters, man. He just attract busters, man. Rats and busters. That's all he mess with. All them dudes turn out to be busters, man. That's crazy, man. The homies used to look at me crazy while I be running, man. Why? You know what I'm saying? They used to be mad at me. That's why I was saying in my video yesterday. I said, bro, you know, last time I saw Nip was like a year and a half before he died, and he was by himself by my side. I said, man, I gotta talk to him, bro, because 90% of my reactions with Nip, I only seen Nip like twice without Big U. 90% of my reactions, bro, interactions with him was with Big U, and I know how he felt. I know how Big U felt about him. So he was looking at me like funny too, like you with this thing, I can't really trust you. You feel me? So when I seen him, I'm like, hey, bro, let me holler at you real quick. Like, what up? We talked like, hey, listen, bro, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? I see what you doing, bro. And I got my own bread. Need somebody pull up what you got you, bro. In town, out of town, I got you, bro. I'm. He said, for sure, take my number. He gave me his number. I called him on the spot. I never called him. He never called me. You feel me? But I wish he would have called me, and I wish I would have called him, because that situation wouldn't happen like that. You know, not on my watch. But
Crazy
yeah, man.
work.
Yeah, that shit wild, bro. That shit wild, man. Dude got his own self in trick bag, and all his little minions is got cases too. I know they mad as they like, damn.
You think
Fucking
they
with this
you
got
think they done
cases.
picking everybody up?
Who knows? It seemed like they got their big fish, bro. Like, you know, I mean, I think they start picking people up when you start telling and, you know, saying what else you know and what else you got. But I think they got who they want, bro. Like, I don't think they got nothing bigger than him. Like, and everybody who I'm talking to who has experience in the federal system, they all saying that you got to tell up, bro. Like, you can't tell them little bullshit. Like, they like, even if he tell on all the crime that he been around since in the neighborhood, unsolved shit. That was like, bro, nah, I ain't gonna help them because they don't give a fuck, bro. Like you gotta tell us some real shit, bro. And it's like, who knows? And they saying he been telling, bro. So who knows what else he got? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know one thing. People been speaking about some unsolved shit out of nowhere since them dudes been locked up.
When they brought
So
up the Rayshawn Williams and he would be charged, was there any type of reaction from him or the lawyer as far as the
no, they didn't.
information?
No, because them charging that just shut them up. That was a part of the defense to get them, trying to have some points. Like, listen, y'all's talking about this murder, but there are no police reports. This is this and that. This was 4 years ago, and when it was the DA's turn to talk, he said, no, there are charges. He is being charged with the murder. So they're like, oh shit, like, and I couldn't see the facial expressions, and maybe that's why the judge said, hey, Mr. Henley, are you okay? He said, oh, I'm just stressed out. So, like I said, I couldn't see his
So,
facial expression because I was behind him.
Got you.
So imagine if you walk in the courtroom and straight ahead is the judge, right? So there's a table, vertical, and he's at that vertical table facing the left, looking to the right at the judge. So can you picture it? So if you walk in, there's a long table in front of you, long way going straight forward. So it's his lawyer, it's Big U, and it's his lawyer's son who's actually mirroring his lawyer in the courtroom. He gave his announcement, said who he was, and he just graduated from some law school in San Francisco. Said welcome here, and hopefully in the future you'll be big or whatever. So he's three people sitting at the desk with him. So Big U is actually so imagine when you walk in, they're sitting on the right side of the table facing your left, right? So they have to look to their right to the judge. So I'm all the way to the right in the front row in the right corner. So I'm basically all the way behind them. You get it?
Yeah, I picked it
So I
up.
couldn't really see the facial expressions, but it had to be something for the judge to say, Mr. Henley, are you okay? Like, was this nigga crying or something, nigga? Buster ass shit, nigga. It's the shit you was doing when you turned yourself in, bro. Like, all that fake tough ass shit this nigga was doing, bro. But then you start crying like a bitch and snitching on your way to turn yourself in like a bitch, bro. That don't make no sense to me, bro. Like, where's this tough shit at? I done seen out here, nigga, come get me. I'm out here, nigga. I'm innocent till you prove me guilty. Y'all nigga, come get me. I'm a holler. Smoke, give me some, and do what to go do. I'm not turning myself. This nigga get the snitching. Man, I ain't do none of that. Crying like where all this tough ass shit at, bro? Like about to cry. Y'all need to go get Wack 100 and 600. Oh, y'all getting people I don't even mess with. Like, bro, you sound like, bro, what is tough shit at, bro? Then you, like I say, you doing some type of sad ass expression like it, bro, because for the lawyer to say, are you okay? And you say, oh, I'm just stressed out. Like, I'm stressed out about my, take this shit on the chin. You innocent, right? So you innocent, smiling. Go do your push-up. You ain't looking sad and shit, bro. Like, come on, bro. Make niggas look bad, bro. Like riders, bro. This sentenced to 300 years ain't crying, looking sad like that, bro. You ain't even started trial yet. You whining like a court, bro, in front of all your family. Dude look pathetic, man.
Did you hear the next court date or how soon it is?
Nah. I wasn't even really tripping on that. I mean, I'm sure it'll pop up. We'll figure it out. I wasn't really even, I just thought it was over with. Wasn't no sense in me sitting there no more. So I guess when I left, everybody else left. What we still sitting there for? I didn't hear no court date. I mean, ain't like I walked out early. We all left at the same time. Unless I
600. You
missed
gonna
it
take a
somehow.
pen and a paper next time? So
Oh,
you
for
could just
sure,
write
for
some
sure,
notes?
for
Okay.
sure, for sure. I'm gonna bring some other people. I didn't write everything. I'm gonna write everything in case we miss something. You got to be ashamed of yourself. About to be 6 years old. You getting arrested for RICOs and all kind of shit, man. Come on, man. Man, listen, man. I was talking to somebody earlier about that. He was like, bro, some people just don't know how to change. That's all they know. I said, well, shit. Whole thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I got about that shit fast. I'm cool. Shit. That contract with the LAPD, bro. $1 million contract.
you say change, but if they letting him get away with what he getting away with, getting all kind of money, taking it out of
Well, that's
his
the thing.
fund and putting it in it.
That's what I'm saying. They letting him do whatever he do. At
Yeah.
some point, you got to say, "Hey, man, I'm good, man." You know what I'm saying? It's no sense.
Nope.
It's not like he was getting an illegal check and he getting away with it. Then the legit check. So there's nothing to
Yeah.
get away with. Just collect your check. You know what I'm saying? Why are you involving yourself in extortion and murders and shit, robberies, bro? I got it made.
It's too easy, bro. That money coming in too easy. You gotta
That
keep
nigga
that
crazy, man.
lifestyle up.
Shit, that nigga crazy, man. That's on him, nigga. Won't be me, nigga. I'm cool. That's the same thing we said, same similar situation to this dumbass nigga Big Meech, right? So we all had our time in the streets. We made our money, you know. But I walked away with a fraction of the millions that Big Meech made, right? So when I see Big Meech with millions of dollars, enough to start businesses and be legit and walk away, and still get caught with all that goofy shit, it's like you look like a damn fool. So they asked him, they said, bro, so why you had all the money? Why didn't you stop? They said, man, shit's addicting. The type of clothes I had, hell yeah, it's addicting. I said, oh, this nigga got a problem, man. This nigga's a dummy, man. So you addicted to the bullshit. See, I was only in to get some money and be cool. That nigga was in it for the bullshit, bro. These niggas be having fixes. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta look good at all
Niggas
times.
be weird, my nigga. Addicted to shit. Need a fix.
Yeah, I
Nigga
just
said you
said that
addicted,
in the
nigga.
chat. Yes, they be having habits. Because I was asking, did his lifestyle reflect the money he was receiving? Like, where was he live? Was he in the hood still?
Man, that
Did
nigga
he?
Big U still live in the hood, man.
Yeah, see what I'm talking about? Yeah, niggas be having habits that people don't be knowing about.
Yeah, you
They be
saying that
Probably
fixing.
flamingo
motherfuckers
pink
don't.
house? No, that ain't in the rich neighborhood.
They see me no more. Now, damn, so when me around with a life of crime, man.
Is that his only property? He doesn't have property in other places?
No, they said he owned another house on Arlington that they raided. And they said his son was there. They said that. They said he owned that property.
But they all in the
Yeah,
hood.
yeah, all in there. I said, man, some people don't don't know no better, man. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
that's a
saying?
fact. Yeah, they be running in circles.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I wouldn't want my kids to be gangbangers, man. Got kids throwing up 6-0 and shit, like, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
For real.
Couldn't be me. Bro, you gotta be smarter than that, bro. You talking crazy on wiretaps about murders. They played his audio of a wiretap saying that that if he get into it with anybody, they'd be gone. That he ain't retired. And also in that recording, that wiretap, he said that I'm everything they say I am. You know what the judge said? The judge said, and what they saying he is a murderer, an extortionist, and all this other shit. I said, damn, he. And they're saying that because their whole thing is this is a facade, and this is the real you. This murderer, this everything that's in the indictment, this is really you. All this stuff you're saying is the facade that you're trying to fool the people with. That's their key points.
A600, salute this Prince. When he was having that conversation on the wiretap, did they say who he's having it with when he was saying that he was the biggest 60?
Nah, they didn't say who it was.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no. But I'm sure all that stuff will come up in trial, man. Like I said, they just want them hit him with enough to say that you don't deserve to be on the streets. I'm sure listen, they got so much shit on that dude, bro. Mm-hmm. I think they just said enough. What's already been released to everybody to say that you don't deserve to be on the streets. So yeah, but that jail's called a federal courtroom a little different than the state. Yeah, it's a little different.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
What up, YouTube? Clubhouse TV, back with another one. You heard the content, man. Big U had a hearing today, bail hearing, which got denied. You heard 600 say he forgot it was even happening, stopped his workout, went up to the courtroom 3 hours before it started, 8:30, Posted on IG, let everybody know where it was going to be at. Basically calling out everybody. And like he said, nothing happened. He had more of an altercation from the females than he did from anyone else, saying there was going to be an issue and that Big U didn't want him at none of his hearings or what have you. So I guess that proved in, basically all talk. People ain't what they seem to be. But you heard the content, man. It's not looking good for Big U. It's looking way worse, especially with him being federally charged with the murder of Rayshawn Williams. And I guess that would cause a person to be stressed out, finding out during your bail hearing that you're being federally charged for the murder. So that just goes to show that the feds got way more evidence than what he believes. And then Big U caught on that jail phone again, running his mouth. You heard in the prior content saying that he can get a pardon from Donald Trump, the orange man. But I don't know, man. I think he got 4 of them telling, 460s telling on him. It ain't looking good, but y'all heard the content from 600 going to the bail hearing today, which was denied. And said the lawyer didn't even do no justice for him. He sat down, didn't even walk up to the podium and address the judge. Now that's crazy. But let me know what you guys think about the content in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. And subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive Wack 100 content. As always, I certainly appreciate y'all checking out Clubhouse TV. I'm off to the next one. I'm out, y'all.